What was I looking for? I'm just setting up stream right now, so give me a moment. Hey, what's up? I'm just setting up the stream right now. Um, a little slow at it at the moment. Just give me a minute. Well, I'm glad I helped fill time with you. Looks like those red. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He looks like one of the, like, I'm gonna call them the casual reapers. The ones that, like, say, hey, here's something for you to do if you want to get through this wall. Yeah, he kind of does. Wow, I didn't even think about that. He definitely does give off one of those vibes. So I wonder if Neku did kind of go like a Reaper route to kind of, you know, deal with something. Again, it's 3 years after the anime, so I have no clue what stuff they're gonna pull out from the anime, but I will say watching the anime was good. I'm about to get into that topic in just a moment. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's good enough for now. I won't spoil anything from the anime, but I will say that the anime so far, just from watching episode 1, was really good. They knocked out 3 days from week 1 in the first episode, and I thought that it was pretty nice how they kind of just got straight to the point. The way everything just flowed along there was really nice, pretty seamless. The switches between 2D and 3D was pretty good, and not really that jarring. There's moments where obviously you could tell when it's 3D versus 2D, because the 3D kind of looks like the 3D cutscenes from the game, funny enough. So I wonder if the models will actually be utilized in the game at all for anything. Regardless, I think that it's a pretty good start so far, and I'm really looking forward to where they take the anime. So the anime comes out on the anime actually came out today, my friend. You can watch it on Hulu or Funimation. Obviously you need like a membership, but it's pretty good again. I recommend checking it out. Takuma, what's up, bud? How's it going? That makes me think that something bad happened to him, because that's a low rank position. Yeah, you know, I know something bad happened to him at the end of yeah, it came out earlier today. Go check it out when you get the chance. What was I say? Yeah, I know at the end of like the final remix and the special episode, there is something that does happen to Neku. I don't know if it's related to anything that will happen to him in the anime. I'm not too sure if they're just going to kind of feature some of the stuff that was in that special episode in the anime, and that's what's gonna like take place. Like the biggest thing I don't know about the anime is like, is it gonna be a 24 episode show, or is it gonna be a 12 episode show? Because the route that they're going right now and the amount of days that they knocked out in day 1 makes me think that this is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be fun enough if they just do like 12 episodes, 13 episodes might suffice with the path that they're going. Again, since they're cutting out a lot of the fluff from the game, and not that the fluff from the game is bad. Heck, if the game didn't have that stuff, it'd be really, really short, and nobody would like that. But a lot of that stuff is what made exploring Shibuya, interacting with the world, and just the weight of the world, you know, a lot more enjoyable when it came down to the end of it all. But obviously that's going to be different from watching the show. That stuff isn't that important, because we're not trying to save the world. We are watching Neku save the world. So they were, hi. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hang on. Give me a second. Can I change this song? Good song. I just pick a different song. On the button. Anyhow, what was I gonna say? This is making me to play the game again. I gotta finish Astral Chain. Though, yeah, you know what? Astral Chain is another game I gotta finish. I was just talking to my friend about that the other day. I was like, you know, there's a couple Switch games that I have that would be great for me to go and either, well, not finish. I don't really want to like finish something on stream. I think it's better if I probably even started, but one of those games definitely was Astral Chain, and I didn't get too far in Astral Chains. I only got to I want to say the end of chapter 2, but it was pretty good. The controls are definitely they're interesting. They're different from a lot of other Platinum games, I feel like. And heck, Wonderful 101 is a different type of Platinum game, but it still feels like regular Platinum games. But you know, I'm gonna go back and play it. I don't want to waste the experience, so I definitely want to play it again on stream. I'm also thinking about starting Nier Automata over on stream at some point, but I think I'll do that after I get Replicant and play through that, and then I'll start Nier Automata over at some point. Give me a second. How's the music? It's not too low, is it? I'm always finicking around with the settings, so I don't want to through it. Yeah, I had to change my controls to get through it. Yeah, I did alter the controls a little bit as well. I might need to like do it on the system level to even get the most out of it, but it is what it is. I'll get used to it. But yeah, back to like the let's talk about the game. Again, the anime is good. Definitely go sit down and watch it when you have the chance. Would totally recommend it. But let's talk about the game. I'm gonna skip through a lot of the stuff that I already talked about earlier. With, you know, it's nice that we got a lot of the artwork for new characters, and then we get to see artwork for returning characters. I really like her outfit here. I liked her. I wasn't a big fan of her outfit. It's a bit low. But you speak softly, so it's all good. Okay. I don't want to dilute my voice too much. Maybe I should speak up a little more. I didn't really like her outfit in the first game. I felt like it was kind of too much going on. And that might have to do with just the way that I design characters, but her outfit was just doing a lot, and then there was also a lot with like the colors that just weren't really working together for me. I'm not really a big fan of like blue on green like that, and this outfit gets rid of a lot of that blue. She still kind of has it underneath her jacket, which is fine. She has that thingy still. I forgot what it's called, but in the end it has the green on it, but it's fine. Like I like more of the, it's really a one piece. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I like this one better, and she definitely looks a lot older here. Hell, she kind of gives off some like lightning vibes, which is funny just from the design, but that's just, you know, an artist thing. Not an artist thing, like, I don't remember if she was designed by Nomura or Gen Kobayashi or not, but it's the style that they're going for that, you know, Nomura uses a lot, and that just kind of makes her look like lightning. But let's move on from that. And then Coco. She got a nice new outfit. I really like this one a lot more than her original outfit as well. The original outfit was fine. It wasn't really bad. It fit her personality a lot. This one looks like it works for her personality, but I wonder like what happened for her to change to this outfit. The fact that she's even in the game lets me know that I think they are going to carry the events over from the ending of Final Remix into the anime and follow through with that. I mean, there's stuff that went down at the end of that does need to be explained. That kind of just came out of nowhere to a certain degree, but yeah. The Shibuya Reapers.
Greetings, people of
This dude.
Shibuya.
He's got a cool, simple. Okay. It's nice that they got Xander Mobus in this game. But what's going on with this character right here? This design. This design is just meme material. I can't wait for more of the sprites to come out for this game, just so I can take these and troll my friends with them.
Not bad.
And I was trying to figure out what was going on with her the first time I watched the trailer, but I guess this is this girl's mother because of, this line here. But I'm not sure. She's got a really nice design as well.
Mercy for you.
And then this dude. It's Dan Avidan. It's Dan Avidan. Tell me it's not. Legitimately just, it looks just like Dan. But, funny enough, I actually wanted to talk about this guy and this guy, who I think are the World Ends With You versions of God, what is the name of those characters? Mercy, Yo. Look up his friends. Okay. I think this dude is supposed to be this guy. Like, got some similarities going on there. Can I just I was trying to figure out if there was a way to. Nope, that's not how you do it. As a matter of fact, I might have just messed something up. Yeah, okay. So I think that he's like the World Institute version of this guy. The other guy is the World Institute version, the World Ends With You version of this guy. Like, the similarities are just there. It kind of, I don't know, it just seems like that's the direction that they're going with. So I'm interested in learning more about that, because we barely even know much about those two dudes other than they are, friends, or they have something to do with Yozora.
It may already be too late.
When you mess up, at least make it interesting.
And also the Shinjuku Reapers, right? Okay. Yozora, his what is that thing called? Okay, so that place that Noctis is what's gonna call it that? Because I'm forgetting what it's called. Okay, this building right here, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, right? That's in Shinjuku. I am going to bite my tongue trying to say some of these words, so forgive me if I'm stumbling over them. I don't want to hurt myself. But yeah, that building is in Shinjuku, and these are the Shinjuku Reapers, right? So I think it's kind of funny that these two dudes are there. I don't know if any of the other people will have anything to kind of do with some character that's related to Yozora, or even if another character is supposed to be like Yozora. Again, Yozora is he doesn't really look like how he looks like in Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, somebody told him to go save Sora. I don't think it's going to extend that far into this game. But, wait, so Riku was in Shinjuku? Yeah. H3, Riku. Yeah. That's what that building is right there. Can I just alt tab that? That was risky. I don't know what it's gonna open up into. Image in a new tab. That's better. Let's go back one. Okay. See? It's the same building. It's just, you know, a night and day difference, literally, but it's the same building. Just trying to see if I could get like a better angle that was kind of close to that, but yeah, we'll just work with that. That's the same building. So the fact that they are, again, the Shinjuku Reapers makes me think that it is something related to Verum Rex. But we are going to have to wait and see more about that. Yeah, I didn't want to open Twitter. I'm not even logged in, but sometimes I'll have instances where I'll open Twitter from Google to look for like an image that I found on there, and then it opens to something else, and yeah, that's risky. Let's not do that on stream. I like the menu now. It's really simple and
This seems
sleek.
a rather risky endeavor.
We went over this part earlier about like fighting randos.
Are in dead last.
I don't know if I said anything about this. Hey Leximus, what's up, bud? How's it going? I don't know if I said anything about this guy right here. I did not expect for him to sound like that in English. I don't like have, how should I put it? I don't think that his voice actor was bad. I think that the pairing between the voice is just a little off. I expected him to have like
game is to come in first.
And let me remind you that you discs are in dead last.
his voice sounds a lot more appropriate for like, I don't know, somebody like this dude or something smaller, but hey, who am I to judge?
The higher they climb, the
Lava
harder
Friend,
they fall,
how's it
the
going?
greater your spoil
Welcome
shall
to the
be.
stream.
You know what that means. We're going after the Ruin Bringers.
I'm just going over the rest of the trailer for the World Ends With You, Neo, the World Ends With You.
Until now. Now you show
I like how expressive the game is as opposed to the first. I mean, the first one was obviously really good with that. There was a lot of hand-drawn art for a lot of the characters, and it really was good with, you know, working within their own limitations, and they did a really good job with that. I knew it took a lot of drawing, but it worked so nicely. But the game here definitely takes that a step up with a lot of the, like this stuff here. It's the first game to have that, or this. It feels, it has that anime vibe more than the first one. Stretch. That's like comparing Goku and Vegeta than saying the Odyssey. Oh, the character. Okay, so the character comparison there that I was making is a little bit more intentional for something like The World Ends With You and Kingdom Hearts. If you understand what's been going on with like Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 3 and all this stuff with Shibuya and Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, Neku and them wanting to see Sora at the end of Dream Drop Distance, not the end of Dream Drop Distance, but like during that story arc with them. There's a lot of things that kind of point to that similarity, and it looked like The World Ends With You Final Remix was trying to do some weird stuff to like bridge the game into being, I don't know, I feel like opening up some possibility for Kingdom Hearts to play together with it, but they couldn't quite do it. But I feel like they're gonna take that route in the anime, and maybe not with this game. Maybe they will do it with this game, and then we'll see older Neku and in Kingdom Hearts 4 or whichever one that they use Shibuya for going forward. But there is something going on with that, and the reason why those two characters are definitely designed like that. I do not think that that's a coincidence at all, knowing the way that Tetsuya Nomura works. Maybe for the fedora dude with the glasses guy seems really similar. I think that's a square. It definitely is like a square aesthetic. That whole where are they at? They are over here, right?
My feet.
Because the only other character that the glasses guy, not the glasses, this guy kind of looks like is let's see, Final Fantasy 7. The kids are all right. It kind of reminds me of this guy here. I gotta be careful going to Google looking up images because that's also dangerous. So yeah, they kind of look a little similar just from an aesthetic position, but I do think that there is something, because also look at this, he's doing some like magic thing over here with his phone. I know that guy from, where is he? He's like more magic focused than the other dude. Yeah, something's going on with that. A lot of JRPGs. That's what I thought. Windows chain was that small. It's a mask under his neck. Oh, chin. Yeah, the mask thing is a little weird. To his design, it's cool, I guess, when it's up, but it looks weird when it's down. I guess if they had made it like a different color, or had some symbol on it, I don't know. Maybe it'd have been cool if we put like Oni teeth on it. That'd have been cool. As for Shinjuku, a lot of JRPGs in real life places in Japan. It's like how people comparing Persona to do it. So I don't believe you. Okay, so again with the whole Shinjuku thing, again there is Shinjuku wasn't in the World Ends With You, right? It wasn't, and neither was Shibuya in the other Kingdom Hearts. It was mentioned in Dream Drop Distance. It appeared in Remind, which is the DLC expansion for Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, it appeared in the secret ending cutscene of Kingdom Hearts 3, but there is more importance going on with that world. There's a reason why that world is there. There's a reason why worlds get put into Kingdom Hearts, and what they choose to do with them is what they choose to do with them, but there's a reason why they're there. And there is not it's not coincidental that, Shinjuku and Shibuya is in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. We'll just call it that because Remind is still technically Kingdom Hearts. There's a reason why all that's there. Knowing the history with Tetsuya Nomura, and Versus 13, this all goes back to that game, and the reason why it's in Kingdom Hearts 3, and the reason why this guy looks like Noctis. That stuff's not coincidental. This whole ending scene. Maybe we should just play that real quick. Yozora, Noctis, car. Let's just get a simple. Let's just play this really short 24-second clip, right? This happens at the end of Remind. Spoiler alert. Too late for that. I guess should have said that beforehand. Really just wanted to dive into that. But it is what it is. This is just, just there. Regardless, he wakes up in the same car.
Is it not?
Remember, Versus 13 was Final Fantasy 15 before Versus 13 changed into Final Fantasy 15, and Tetsuya Nomura was removed from the project and put to work on Kingdom Hearts 3, solely on that, before also being put on Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So he didn't get to finish the game. Anybody that doesn't know, didn't get to finish the game how he wanted to finish it. And him, having his own feelings about that was supposed to be his first Final Fantasy. He took some of those ideas, even though he, chooses to deny it openly, a lot of people who knows what was going on with that have been following those news for the past, was it like 13 plus years, understand what it is that he's doing with this whole Yozora stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3. Some people like it, some people don't, but you can't deny that like it's really interesting. But when you start to see these similarities and how like things start to line up with certain designs and choices for like The World Ends With You, and how that could possibly relate to Kingdom Hearts 3, you can't like deny the idea or the speculation that there is some relativity between the two. And I think we're gonna see some type of like coming together in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I don't think that Nomura would just have Neku and then promise to see Sora and Shibuya for no reason. Not that things are impossible. I mean, we still have to acknowledge the fact that Tarzan has been completely written out of the history of Kingdom Hearts outside of it just appearing in the first game. So it's like Sora never had the experience of going to Deep Jungle, and also he never really had that falling out with Donald that appeared in that game or in that world in the first game, because they cut it out. So there's some development that was kind of scraped under the rug, but it is what it is. We know what happened. It's it still technically is there because of the fact that it's in 1.5. But yeah, I think that there is some type of connection there. I'm not up to it. Oh yeah, well there you go. That Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC little info drop there. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on with Kingdom Hearts, and the DLC really like puts that into perspective. Today on the extra day. Yeah, the extra day. I forgot what the extra day in the Runs Review Final Remix is called. I just for some reason it escapes me at the moment. But yeah, it starts to dive into some stuff that clearly was trying to set up a sequel. But I don't think I'm the biggest fan of the way that they went about it. But yeah, it is what it is there. Unrelated, I'm not caught up on Kingdom Hearts mobile games or anything new on them, because I still cling to him. I honestly, that one isn't really a question for me as far as the mobile game goes. I'm waiting a little bit for it to, because it's already at the end. I'm just waiting for it to all end, and I'm just gonna go read it up. I just don't have the patience to keep up with the way that the story gets put out. I don't like story being put out that far apart, and I don't really enjoy the mobile game like that. I tried to play it back in the beginning and got so far, and just it just wasn't for me. Pretty much just that. Like, I get keeping up with the story, but you can do a lot of that keeping up without playing the game, if that makes sense. So Tetsuya Nomura is working on TWEWY. I could have sworn, was it any game? No. It was legitimately a game that Square made themselves. That's why it has so much of that Final Fantasy. Well, not Final Fantasy, but the Kingdom Hearts kind of feel to it, because he was working on the game. From the artistic standpoint, he was working on the game. Him and a bunch of other people were working on the game. So yeah, it's just as much up there with being Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Bravely Default, one of those type of games. It just didn't really reach enough people, and unfortunately, I don't feel like it ever really got the chance to too much, for whatever reason there has to be. But it is what it is. Hey, we get in the anime. People are going to have fun watching that. Again, it's a good watch. Definitely would recommend it. We're getting the sequel. Who'd have thought that was going to happen after it seemed like they kept trying to push the first game. But hey, it's coming. The game, again, is a sequel to the anime, not to the game. So that is something to also look forward to there. But yes, The World Ends With You is not an indie project. The Life is Strange, not The Life. Life is Strange is, I believe, an example of like an indie project that Square Enix endorsed and saw a lot of promise in, to the point where that's why like the third game looks so much good now. That's not English. So much better now. Because I guess, they're funneling a lot more money into it because it's something that they see as a profitable series. But yeah, they were pushing The World Ends With You a lot, here and there. They kept trying to. They teased that one girl. Where are you? You're back here. Her. They teased her at the end of Solo Remix on the phone, and from there we all thought that they were setting up for a sequel to come eventually. And this was what, back in like 2011, I think. So it's been 10 years, but we're gonna finally get to see what she's about and actually get that sequel. That's pretty crazy. When it first released, it was always a hidden gem. Yeah, I was saying in the last stream how I kind of forgot about the game when I had first found out about it before the game released. And it was probably around the time when they had just announced it. Like, I got lucky just from looking up like, and I wasn't even looking for the game. I was looking for, like, wow, it'd be so cool if like there was a Kingdom Hearts for DS. Again, this was before there was a 358 days game or Recoded. I just was like, I got a DS. It'd be so cool if there was a way to play Kingdom Hearts on the go that isn't obviously Chain of Memories. And that's when I remember stumbling across The World Is With You, and I knew nothing about it, but I just knew that the characters looked like Sora and Kairi. And I was like, Beat looks a little bit like Roxas for some reason, and Rhyme looked like Naminé. I didn't know what was going on, but it looked really cool. And then I remember finding it like after that at some point at the this store called Micro Center, which is an electronic store for anybody that doesn't know. And I saw the game there, and I just had to go and pick it up. I forgot how much it was at the time, probably like 30, 40, 20. It was worth the money, let's just say that much, and I had a lot of fun with it. But the fact that I don't recall like ever really seeing too much of it being advertised, I guess lends to that idea that they didn't push it that hard. Either they didn't push it that hard, or I just wasn't looking that hard. So who knows? But a lot of people definitely miss out on the experience in the game. So I don't think it's that much my fault. Where they wanted everyone to play. Yeah, I remember when they wanted people to pay. Like, I didn't mind paying it. I that was $20 that I didn't mind paying for because I really liked the game, and I looked at it on the bright side that was a game again that a lot of people didn't experience, and they did a lot of work cleaning up they turned a pixel art like game, like it wasn't pixel art, the backgrounds were whatever they were, but the characters, all the sprites and whatnot, everything was pixelated. And then they cleaned all that up with hand-drawn art for all the sprites, for the monsters, for the cutscene portraits. Like, if you look at the sprites for that game, there are a lot of sprites. So that means that's a lot of hand-drawn that they did. That game was well worth the money of $20 just for that alone, especially considering the fact that it most likely will released for $40. So you got a $20 experience that was way more polished than the original, for half the price. Also, there was more music and there was a little bit more features to it, so that was also cool. But I get it, it wasn't something that was for everybody, and it It's not like a lot of people are willing to spend $20 on a mobile game, but that was one of the mobile games that was like, that's what a mobile game should be. This free to play stuff is nice for what it is at times, but I don't like the fact that, you know, you can be playing a game, a mobile game, having fun with it, and then when they just like, okay, we're gonna shut down the servers on the game, but you can never play it again, and this, you know, it sucks even more when it's a game that maybe you've invested some money into it and it just goes like that. I don't think that's fair to the fans that supported it. It feels kind of like a steal when it's games that are like that, but what can you do? I wonder what took them so long to make the sequel. Since the secret ending with Luga. Honestly, I think it was just a matter of them testing the interest in the game from people. I think they were trying to see how much people was interested in the game to even warrant make it a sequel. But I don't know how much of that worked out at the time. I don't think it was enough. That's why they decided to try again with Final Remix, which was not a bad game. It just needed... They needed to add like a controller support update to that game. I still hope that that's something that they do for it. It's looking more likely that maybe than not, and they just kind of like say, okay, you know what? If you want to experience the story, you could just watch the anime of, you know, if you want to experience the story from the first game, which is kind of unfair. It's like, all you guys have to do is just add some controller support to this game. And then guess what? You can release it on, what is it called? On PlayStation 4 as well, and also PC, because the sequel is going to come out on PS4 and also PC later on in the year. So why not? And make some more money from it. I don't know. Those are just like those business opportunities that seems like, wow, that would make them a lot of money, but they don't. Either they don't see it or they just don't care to do it. Nintendo's really good at that. And Square Enix has always been good at that, but we'll just have to wait and see. It takes a while to make games at Square. Yeah. I also have it. I think they took that song out, and I think that was the first game to feature a different song for the ending. I thought something was weird when I had beat it on Switch recently when it had came out. I was like, this ending song, I don't remember that being the ending song for the original. It had been so long since I beat the original that I forgot that it was A Lullaby for You. I mean, Runaway is not a bad song, but A Lullaby for You was definitely like a song for the time that the game had released, and it's still a good song. I agree about the free-to-play element. Never had a legit mobile game that had a real good single-player experience other than TWEWY. Even then, I played it on DS and didn't want to double dip. Yeah, no, and there's nothing bad about that. Like, if you played it once and you feel like you got your feel of it, like, that's cool. I think the series definitely needed the support, and it's never something that I would tell anybody, especially who's already played the game, like, go and support this series because, like, it needs it. Like, I don't want to make somebody feel guilty, especially if it's not even not my game. I think it's just a series that does need love and attention, but from new people, you know, the original fans can only do so much. I think it's something that needs to be made more accessible for new people, and that's what the anime definitely does do. You know, for new people coming in, and again, like, it just is straightforward, and it gets right to the point, and I think that it will be a good watch with bringing in more fans, and that might retroactively interest people to play the game, the original game, that is. So hopefully we'll see what happens there. I remember everyone saying it's underrated, but a lot of people, including me, like, it is one of the best games on the DS. Like, hands down, it definitely is. From the story to the music to the way that just everything plays with the gameplay, and then the best part of it is the battle system. If you can get over the fact that, or handle the fact that you have to kind of like do combat on two screens. What other game has, well, I don't want to say that no other game has done it that way, right? Or done that two screen combat. But the way that the World Ends With You did it, and it just works so well with the story of the players working together, you know, and being in sync. Like, it all went hand to hand so well, and I think that's just something that's lost in the phone version, and then it's also something that's lost in the Switch version. If the game had released on the Wii U, honestly, it would have been able to do the same experience that it did on the DS, at the cost of probably not selling as much as it most likely did on the Wii U, unfortunately. And then had they come out with it on the Wii U, they most likely would have had to go through even more work to get it released on the Switch. So I don't know. I'm just glad we got it regardless. But yeah, let's kind of get back to the trailer.
That you dissed are in debt.
Greater your spoil shall be. You know what that means. We're going after the...
Mocked me for failing to obtain that ES pin.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think this girl's got the wrong idea. My head. I can barely think straight. Hang on. I'm having some serious deja vu. This happened before.
You're trying to win.
Sure it doesn't.
Win the game of life and stream more and hopefully better. Okay, yeah, the game added some, like, what is it, time reversal mechanic. That's pretty cool. I will be able to go back and do certain things, so that's gonna add some replay value there. I can already see that. I feel so lucky to play the original DS version. Yeah, same. I'm really glad that I didn't miss it, but had I ended up missing it, I definitely would have grabbed the DS version later and still went to go and try to play it. They could have did better with digital sales, at least in America. Yeah, I do agree with that, which is exactly why I was thinking that, just like with Final Remix, if they bring it to PS4 and obviously Steam, then just do a digital release, so you don't have to worry about the sales of like physical copies, and you just have to worry about people downloading it. And if all they have to do was add a patch to it to add controller support, now might be the perfect time to do that. But maybe they're gonna test the waters out, and or that could just be hopeful thinking. They test the waters out and see how it does with the sequel, and then they're interested in the anime, and then they'll do it. This might just sound like, you know, me begging at this point. I'm not trying to sound like that. I just think it's a really good opportunity, and I hate seeing these like good opportunities that's so clear, just right there and easy to obtain, just go to waste. Like, I have the cartridge, but don't got the original case. I actually have, that's one of the games that I have like the original case for, the cartridge, and I believe the booklet is still in the case. So that makes me kind of happy there, because a lot of my other cases are either just like, I don't know, I only have like a lot of them sometimes. Hang on a second. They legit had no stock of English DS copies. Really? They didn't have any stock of which one? Oh, you just said the DS copies. Wow. That's weird. It's really weird. So how did you find yours? Unless you're saying that like it was like a low stock that was so low that they didn't really have like a lot. That's kind of what I'm getting from there, because I do think that I got lucky in finding my copy of the game in like a place that I wouldn't even think would have the game, and I found it on an accident at that. I wasn't even looking for the game.
You've got some pretty big shoes to fill here in Shibuya.
What did Susie K call him again? Neku or something?
Come to think of it, yeah.
I have orders.
Put on the booklet. Lucky find because I want to find a case for it on eBay. Yeah, you might have to end up buying the game over if you buy it on eBay just for the case. Unless you get lucky.
Target acquired.
Yeah, he really does look like one of those. Wait, do those Reapers also have? The hell was that? Okay, they had like bandanas and hats. Is there a full body red? There is a full body red. Yeah, Neku does kind of give off, where'd it go? Those vibes. See anything on the back of his hoodie? I can't see that.
Target acquired.
I wonder what happened. Like, he's like blonde now. Is that just, are they gonna explain that? Because I remember when Sora's hair got lighter in Kingdom Hearts 2, they didn't really explain that. I think people try to say it was the influence of Roxas on his character, which, I don't know. That's kind of left up to fan interpretation there, but since it doesn't get explained, I think it's just kind of weird. Yeah, back. Oh man, I hope he did not throw the case away. That such a cool case. That would suck. Can you turn up your audio, by the way? I had to have TV on the phone now. You sound okay at mess. Okay, so I'll turn up my audio just a smidge more. Maybe my gain. Either it's my gain or I need to talk louder. I think I turned it the right way. Oh, I can't see it, so I'm not too sure. Oh no, I turned it. It's this one. I think that's the right way. How does that sound? Neku repping Bloods. Yeah, he really is big time. It's like, Neku, I don't want no smoke. Turn up the audio. Am I still low, or should I turn the gain up more? I remember I had the gain pretty good before, but I think it might have been too loud because people started to hear like the dogs on the other side, like outside the house. Increase again on the mic. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'll put it back. Oh, that's probably like right in the ear. Let's see. How's that sound? I put it right in the middle. Is this better at all? Hopefully it is. It looks like it might be. The mic thing is going. Yeah, now you're good. Okay. Huh. Okay, so that's good to know for later on. I'll try to make sure I keep the settings at that if I have to change it. I find myself to have to change my mic for a bunch of different reasons. But maybe I'll just start using the mic on the webcam for anything else that isn't required for like streaming or recording videos. Because it feels really annoying and unprofessional to kind of have to, every single time I feel like I'm setting up a stream, I feel like a noob with it. But then again, like I haven't really done this streaming stuff too much in a while. So, but the audio sounds poopier. What is going on? Should I bring the mic like in front of me? How does this sound? The mic's like right in front of me. Hopefully it's not too loud, but What happened there? Oh no. He just goes for a takeoff. Okay. Much better. Okay. There's another artist on the game. I don't think I've heard of this person before. You guys are gonna make me type it out. I don't feel like typing. Excuse me for asking because I'm a little noob, but do you got a public Discord, sir? Yes, I do have a Discord. I don't use it too often. I need to like start using it again. Like, how should I put it? It's been kind of dead, but I need to revive it. You might want to get a better mic though. It's picking up all. Yeah, I don't know if it's the setting that I have the mic at. Also, my room, you know, it's a lot more spacious now than it was before, like a couple months ago. So that could also be a problem. And there's not that much stuff in here yet, like being set up. So that might be, I guess, what's good when it said Epic Games. Wait, where did it say that? Hang on, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, Discord. Is this the right one? This is the right one. Never. Go to bed. But I just got up from a nap that was well needed, but it was too long. I was only supposed to sleep for like an hour, and I got woken up, and then I ended up falling back asleep. Had some pretty crazy dreams. One moment. I'm going to send the link for the Discord at the very end of the video. You know what? It's probably not in this trailer because this is just the Nintendo version. Anyhow, as for the mic problem, I'm gonna look into that at some point. Trust me, we have the same mic. Good mic. Oh, I don't want to spend money on another mic. This is too expensive. I'm quitting making videos. I'm tired of this nonsense. I've been on here for 8 hours. I don't think so. I don't think I've been streaming that long. Check my DS case. I don't have TWEWY, but I do have Kingdom Hearts Recorder. Aw, man, you don't have the case. That's a problem. Yeah, about that. To the one. Thanks about that. Of course. I'm gonna start. What is it? Getting the Discord going back up again at some point. I'm doing a lot of changes. I'm right now trying to get the again the 3D model going for VTubing. So once that stuff starts to go, I'm going to get the Discord going back up and going again. I like how he comes up here. Okay, see, in the original trailer, I didn't watch this far, so I didn't even know that this was here until, or know about the PC version until people started talking about it on Twitter. But that's all good stuff. It just means more ways for people to play the game, and that's really nice. That's always a good thing, right? Excuse me. But yeah, that was pretty much like the last bit that I wanted to bump out from the trailer. Everything looks nice. A lot of sleek designs. Again, I really like to see more of the exploration for Shibuya. There's one thing that I don't think I said on stream is, well, I landed kind of like right on it. These lines, I don't know if these are like zone indicators for like you could travel to this new area. I don't know if we're gonna be able to seamlessly travel from location to location, and maybe this line is telling you that you can't go this way at the moment. Hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully we can kind of just go from location to location. But if this is to be the case, then I mean, it's fine. It's nice that we get to explore the city, you know, in 3D. And besides like that being like a spot, the reason why I was saying that, because even though it looks like he may be going into like some type of underpass, it does appear over here as well near the statue. You can see them in the back over here. The original had what was that flash? Anyhow, the original had, you know, the walls that you would walk up to a wall and then the hexagon thing would come up, the barrier. So there was that. But I'm not exactly sure what this means. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, there's kids in this game. Was it kids in the other one? I don't know. Don't know. But you know what? Whoa. What happened? It said that... Am I still on stream? Still on stream, no? Kids in this game. Was it kids in the other one? In the other one? Don't know, but you know what? Whoa. Okay. I am still on stream. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know. My streaming program started just glitching out, and I just was going to check. I can't even go back. Where's my mouse? That's annoying. Anyhow, the new fashion logo peeps look great too. The fashion logo peeps? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, bud.
Can we just not?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just have this go on the background. Yeah, so I bumped out all the ideas that I had for it. I mainly also wanted to get back on here to talk about that idea that I had for the two characters. That look like the Remind characters. So there was that. Got that out of the way. And I think that that's pretty much it. Unless there's any like last minute questions. Other than that, I think that we could call the stream. So I'll give you like a minute for that. New logos for the brands. Oh yeah. Just like the way that everything is drawn for the menus. The menu just looks really nice. It would have been so cool if you could have changed the outfit for the characters. But there's probably like way more designs being drawn for these like equipments than there would have been. I should have put it. I'm just wording that weird. They would have had to go through more work to meet the designs, you know, that was drawn for equipping them to each of the characters. So I totally understand why they didn't do that. And also, like, TWEWY isn't like it's not a series that's like that big like Kingdom Hearts or even Final Fantasy. So they probably didn't see it enough to warrant the risk that, you know, putting in more effort and more money into that smaller stuff. Even though that small stuff does go a long way, they probably didn't see that it was enough to you know, warrant the need to do that and spend that money. Now, maybe if Rindo was just the only character you can play as, they might have considered it. But who knows? Hey man, can we hear Kenny Zone's music? Is that from that Sonic game? I could check that out real quick. Question. How was your day? My day was pretty good, friend. Pretty good. Thank you for asking. Other than driving school, it's my second class. Went pretty well. It was funny because I guess I scared my driving instructor a little bit. I saw her pray out of the corner of my eye. That was you know, motivational there. Don't want her feeling scared, so I guess it just means that I need to drive a little better. But that was kind of funny. Other than that, just, you know, got to see the anime's first episode, see this new trailer, talk about it with you guys. I think I can say that today was a pretty good day, other than the fact that, you know, I took a longer nap than I wanted to, and it took me a bit to get into the streaming mindset. I think once I start playing around with streaming more, I'll definitely be able to have my thing set up, kind of just, you know, when I'm ready to go, just jump right into it without having to worry about setting a whole bunch of stuff up and saying, okay, you know what, now I gotta put this here and put this here, and hey guys, how's my mic? That just seemed like such an annoying process there. Let's check out a little bit of this song. Hold up, the anime came out already. Yeah, it came out today. You can watch it over on over on Hulu or Funimation. Why did that sound familiar? I can't figure out what it reminds me of, but it sounded really familiar. Check out some of Zone 2. Wow, advertisements, great. Gotta love those. Alright, so let me give it a watch a little later. He's still kind of slow for a Sonic song. I'd probably have to save that for a different video, bud. I really want to keep this one, The World Ends With You, focused. These aren't like bad songs though. They're pretty cool songs. Songs that I probably wouldn't expect from a Sonic game, but again, this is a fan-made game, so yeah, they're not bad. This is the last thing, and then I'm gonna probably call it for the stream. Do not confirm this with anyone, but is his voice the same actress? That is a good question. Don't I have the... Okay, let's go back. So I don't know exactly... Kate Higgins? Yep. Same voice actor. Wow, look how fast I found that. That was pretty quick. Yeah, same voice actor. That name sounds familiar. What else did she do? Oh, interesting. Anyhow, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, thank you guys for coming to the stream. It's been fun chatting. We've been chatting for a bit. 2 Beer Boy streams in one day. Yeah, I know, Kylo. Surprising, right? I wanted to stream earlier, but kind of failed on that part. And it just might be your birthday. So happy birthday, bud. But yeah, I'm actually going to call it here. I'm kind of not streamed out. I just covered everything I needed to cover for this one. But at some point, I'm going to be back to stream something else. Who knows what that is. Maybe I'll have the model set up sooner than planned, and I'll try to give it a go with playing some game. But we will see how that goes soon. I'm definitely going to be back on before the month's up. So, yeah, you'll see me soon. Hopefully, I'll see you guys soon. But with that being said, see you tomorrow. Remember, react to... We'll see, bud. We'll see if I'll get to be able to do that. Not mine. Oh, wow. Oh, because it's 12, right? Oh, look at that. See, he got his birthday in The World Ends With You trailer, and the anime came out, what? Friday was definitely a good day. But, yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming out to the stream. It's been fun. I don't know if I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't think I will be, because there's some things that I have to do tomorrow. But if I can make it, you know, something to do tomorrow, I'll definitely be back on. But have a good time, friends. I will catch you all later.